Okay, let's talk about finding pivot chords between a minor key and its relative major. Okay, so we want to go, for example, from A minor and we modulate to C major. Now, this is trickier than it sounds because um, let's do it here. So if we have A minor, we have um, A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, and then A minor. However, well, okay, so keep that in mind. And now let's look at modulating things in common with C major. Okay, so C major. We have C, D, E, F, G, A minor, B diminished. Okay. So, what have we have here? Nearly everything in common, right? That's the kind of whole point of relative majors and minors, right? Um, all chords are the same. However, they're kind of not all the same. Because remember, in minor, we have the 5 chord is minor, but it's also major because we very often raise that and raise the leading tone, right? Uh, and raising the leading tone alters the 5 chord to major and the leading tone to a leading tone diminished 7 chord. So when that happens, these ones are not able to be used as pivot chords because not only are they not in common, but they're altered chords, so we don't want to use them. To call them pivot chords is really not quite accurate, but they're not even in common, so it doesn't really matter. So when we do this, the most common way to do it, so we're talking about modulating from a minor key to its relative major, the most common thing to do are those predominant function things. So something like 4 and 2. So the 4 in A minor, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor, and the 2 in C major being D minor. So using the 4 and the 2 is a common one because of that predominant function. Other options are 1 and 6. So you could use A minor and the 6 of C major, which is A minor. That's possible. It's a little trickier, but it can be done if followed by a strong cadence. 3 and 1, also possible. So C major is 3 in A minor, down to 1 in C major. 4 and 2, we already talked about. Uh, 6 and 4, so F major to F major, like that. Um, that one gives us a lot of predominant function, so that one's really good as well. Um, if I had to choose the most effective, I would probably say the 4 and 2 relationship. So D minor to D minor, 4 and 2 here, or 6 and 4, F major to F major in this particular switch. So this one is tricky because everything is in common. So you have to remember basically your best routes are the predominant area chords, and you have to watch out for raised leading tones in your minor key. Cool.